Today's 597 day that I'm here to share lessons I learned. I'm learning. I hope this also support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today, I speak about one more emotion, and that is gratitude. I truly believe that gratitude is one of the foundational things when you think about happiness in life. You're not able to be happy without being grateful. Because a lot of times it's very interesting because when a lot of times people have so many things, they have richness, they have wealth, they have a lot of cars, they have the money, they have everything in place that people could say that, oh, like you're supposed to be super happy. They have everything, but they are not. And why is that? Why people who have everything, they are not happy? One thing is that's very important to understand is that people who doesn't put value on something. So for example, you have 10 cars, you have $1 million in the bank. So that means you potentially could not put a lot of value into it. So that means you potentially value something else, but you have a lot of money in the bank, but you do not have relationships. So that means if you do not value the cars that you have, if you do not value the money that you have, if you don't value the things that you have, what happens? That means that you do not appreciate what you have. And if you do not appreciate what you have, what happens? You're not grateful about it. Because today I was thinking, what is gratitude? And I came up with this sentence. I know you can judge if you like it or not, but I really like the sentence, gratitude is an emotional experience of appreciation. Gratitude is an emotional experience of appreciation. Because appreciation is recognizing the value. Appreciation is recognizing the value. So that means that when a person have a car, and if he doesn't recognize the value, he will not appreciate. And if he's not appreciating the car, that means he will not have emotional experience. That means that gratitude, that gratefulness. That means it's very important to understand what do we value, what we want to experience, that we could really have that gratitude. Sometimes is a choice to take gratitude, to take gratefulness in your daily life, because we're not able to see it. We need to be intentional about creating gratitude in our lives. Now, I was looking into gratitude so much today. I spent so many hours and then I looked into what did gratitude and gratefulness truly mean. And the more I looked, the more I got confused because there are so many great lessons and so many things that I would love to share. And I will try to be as concise as possible, but at the same time, I will try to share as much as I can about being grateful. Because I truly believe that gratefulness allowed me to become a much better human being, because gratefulness allows me to be much more contagious in other people's eyes as well. Now, what I want to start that there is 3 levels of gratefulness when I think about life. First is that we need to be grateful for basics. So that means that what do you feel basic means? So that means what you wear, where you live, you breathing, having a bank account, having a car. So all the things that theoretically is basics. Because a lot of times people are not grateful for the basics. Because there is millions of people who do not have basics. They don't know what they will eat, they don't know where they will sleep, and they don't know where they will get water. So that means that a lot of basics are not covered. So if you have basics, you need to learn to be grateful for it. I'm not saying that everyone has basics. Another person has a car and I don't have a car, but you have a bike. Other person doesn't have a bike, you have a bike. So that means you need to be able to say, I'm grateful for the basics that I have. But of course, we don't want to stop here. Now, what we need to be grateful is grateful for changes. Changes in age, changes in environment, changes in economy. In everything we need to be changes. Because a lot of times people are tripped by changes. They are afraid of changes and they want to be in a comfort zone. They don't want to be seen in changes because age is automatic. And life changes automatically. But that's the question. How much do you change? You change a little bit. But if you really are manually, intentionally changing, and you're grateful about the changes, you're able to exponentially improve your growth, exponentially improve your change. And people could say that, oh, like that person was only this 1 or 2 in that one skill. Now he's amazing because he was grateful. Because I really love this saying. This is amazing saying. What you appreciate appreciates. what you appreciates. So that means the more you appreciate something, the more you're grateful about something, the more you will have of it. So if you are grateful about your change, the more you will have it, and you will be comfortable in change. And the last one is grateful for now. So what I mean by grateful for now? Now, a lot of times you have basics, and a lot of times you're grateful about change. But are you able to be present? Because I could say that I found myself a lot of times not being able to be present at the same time as well. I'm going for a walk and I'm in my mind. I don't see people around. I don't see anything around. I just in my mind thinking, considering, pondering, and I'm not able to be present because I always think about the future, about the past, about all the things I will do. But sometimes it's really very, very powerful just to breathe and just say, where I am now? What do I do now? What is around me? Who are those people that are around me? What is this trees? What is that? This cloud? What kind of clouds are there? Like what kind of sounds I'm able to hear now? Because when you're able to really slow down and start looking around, you start to see that so many flowers, so many beautiful trees, so many amazing building architecture around you. There's so many different things that the potential could see because I found that after 2 months I went through one place and I never seen that there was such a beautiful flowers there. And that shows that I was not present when I was going for a walk. I truly believe that it's good to really listen for educational, motivational, inspirational videos, think about the future. But how often do you spend to really be present at now and be mindful? Because when you are able to be mindful, I truly believe that you're able to be much more grateful and think, okay, I'm grateful just being now. So that means you don't need to think about what you have, what you don't have, but you're able to be presently happy about where you're at the moment. Now, I really love what I learned from Joe Dispenza as well about gratitude. And he said that a lot of times when we think about the future, we need to visualize that we already have. So that means we're able to be grateful about future selves, about the person that we are becoming, because our mind doesn't understand our mind visualization and what actually happened. So when you think about being grateful about all the things that you achieved, you building a skill set, you building your body to prepare for the future. Because when your mind and you start believing that all the future is possible, you acting differently. And that confidence attracting all the things that you already visualized. So I truly believe that Joe Dispenza training about gratitude and visualizing is very, very important as well. Now, when I think about gratefulness, now a lot of times I had a terrible day. I had a terrible, terrible day. That was a terrible day. I don't remember this day anymore. Now, I could tell you that not every day is great. I agree 100%. But I could tell you that in every day there was something great. In every day there you can find something great. That's why it's very important to look for those great things. What happened? Think about and really think about, try to find those grateful things, because when you program your mind to look for gratefulness, your life will change. Now, I would love to give example. I was reading a book about relationships and I really loved it. I don't remember the author at the moment, but it was a really great lesson. So he was sharing that a guy came to the therapist, relationship therapist, and said that I want you to divorce. I don't want you to live with that woman anymore. Everything what she does is really makes me angry, and I just really don't want to live with her anymore. So the therapist said to him that what I want to do, if you will do 2 weeks exactly what I said to you to do, you will be able to divorce her. It's up to you. So that for next 2 weeks, every single day, write one thing that you really admire about your wife, or one thing that she did something nice for you. So that's exactly what the man agreed and went home, and for 2 weeks he was writing one thing that woman does well, that he admires, that he loves, that he likes. And after 2 weeks, he called back the therapist, like, we will not need to have any more therapies, because the marriage went all around, because he was able to focus and be grateful for the things that she does well. And now because he started looking into differently, she started to act in accordance to him differently as well. So sometimes it's just changing the perspective, changing the things what you focus on changes everything. Because we are programmed to look into negative things, so we need to work very hard manually to change the programs. Because now let's imagine that a person has 10 good character traits and 1 negative trait. What happens most of the time? What happens when a person has one negative trait? Most time people focus on that one negative trait and they ignore the 10 positive traits. But when you think about gratefulness, we need to learn how to focus on those positive traits. So 10, you focus on those 10 and really then you're able to work on that one being grateful. And it's much more easy to work on something when you are grateful. Now, of course, it could be different aspect when someone has one very positive, great character trait and 10 negative. Again, what you focus on those 10 or that one. And I truly believe that it's better to focus on that one, because when you have that one and that person feels appreciative and you start saying that what you appreciate in their growth in those negative, then of course the person could change completely. So of course we always need to focus on and be grateful and appreciate of the positive traits, not the negative traits. So today I just wanted to say that gratefulness is very, very important, because I probably never seen a happy person who never been grateful. Because when you choose to be grateful, byproduct is happiness. Because a lot of times people say that, oh, like when I will be rich, I will be happy. No, it's when you will be grateful, then you will be happy. So if you are not happy and you unhappy, start asking question, how I could be more grateful, how I could rewire my mind to start looking for positives and start become grateful. Because as I said, one of my favorite sayings is, what you appreciate appreciates. And if you appreciate small things, they will expand. So that means if you have something, small thing that happens every day and you appreciate your health, appreciate your income, you have like $500. Maybe then now because appreciate and you'll protect those $500 and you work harder, you'll be able to make 500, 5,000, 50,000, 5 million. Because if you do not appreciate the small amount, you will not appreciate the big amount. So start to learn how to appreciate and be grateful and really work on gratitude, because I truly believe, as I said, that gratitude is a foundational part of really living a joyful life. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.